All right, so this is update video number 50, and Happy New Year, everyone. And for this video, it's not going to be like a regular update, but I'm just going to go over my copywriting journey starting from 2022, and I'm also going to just share my goals for 2025. So I'm just going to be looking over a Miro board and just talking, I guess. So to start off, I first discovered it in 2022. And the way I'm going to be doing this, I'm just going to be going over each quarter of the year and what I was doing. So during like Q1 and Q2, I had online school for COVID, and I was just an absolute degenerate, I guess. Like, I'd be playing Minecraft, PvP, Fortnite, Among Us, playing video games all day. And then I also had a bad sleep schedule and a horrible diet. And I'd be playing like, I don't know if anyone else played this, but I'd be playing like UHC on Minecraft. I'd be playing Sky Wars, and yeah, I just spent a lot of time doing that stuff. And then during the third quarter, I encountered a stream that had Andrew Tate in it. And after hearing what he was saying, I started like to think a bit differently about the world. And I also like just started to change a bit because I was living like a super lazy life and just living in comfort. And I wasn't happy with where I was because I don't know, I wasn't like in the best shape. I wasn't the best at soccer, and I also didn't feel good because my health wasn't good. And then that led me to discovering copywriting because I came across Hustlers University, and I looked at it even though I couldn't buy it, and they had like a few business models on there, and copywriting was the only one where I could be underage and just work easily. Like I didn't have to have any upfront money to like put into the business. So I started looking at that, and I was just watching videos on YouTube about it. And after that, I came across like the Hustlers University outreach methods and Tyson 4D. So during that time, I was just sending a bunch of emails from my main email, and I was using Streak CRM, and I was just sending super trash emails that were like from the, I forgot, but it was like a Hustlers University template. And at that point, everyone who had a business already like saw those emails everywhere. But for the year of 2022, I made $0 with copywriting, and I also the only skill I had was writing like trash copy. So if I move on to 2023, I guess during the first quarter, I kept writing trash copy, and I made like some Instagram carousels, however you say it, for my Instagram page, so I could send outreach. And then during Q2, I guess I found a loophole, I guess, and like, I was basically taking the 40 Academy from Tyson 40 for free. And in there, like during that time, I would just be writing a lot of copy and reviewing copy. So I was getting better at writing copy, but I just, yeah, I wasn't sending any outreach. So then in Q3 of 2023, I was like an absolute robot. Like this was like, I would say like one of the best periods of my life where I was just working 24/7. So I'd be waking up every single day at 4 a.m. with my day scheduled, grinding for copy and soccer. And then the only times I'd allow myself to like watch like some YouTube content, like some brainless content on YouTube, would be during the weekends. And then I was also living with one of my cousins, and because we're with each other, it also made me accountable and disciplined because I didn't want to like look lazy, And if I'm if I was being lazy, I would feel bad about myself. So I would make sure that I'm always working so that he would kind of feel bad, and then he would have to start working even more. So it was like I don't know, we're just lifting each other up. And then this is like some pictures from the notebook that I had because I'd be like planning out every single day until like the afternoon, because after then it would be kind of difficult to just like see where the rest of my day would go because I could get interrupted or something. And then I also wouldn't like want to spend the whole day working on copy. And then lastly for Q4 of 2023, I like slowed down with copy. I like literally stopped working on it because I had school, I had soccer, and those things were just taking up a bunch of time, especially with soccer because going to like home or not home games, but going to away games, that would take a bunch of time on the bus ride. And I'd also just be bombarded with schoolwork that I'd have to do on the bus. But during that time, like, I don't know, I was losing a bit of hope, and I wasted a bunch of time just consuming content. And eventually, like, when I wanted to like change back to being disciplined, I like kind of left copywriting, and I started doing like TikTok creativity program. Like, I tried making accounts, like I had this account and I had some others, but I don't know where they went. And I don't know, I was just trying to get views and make money off of that because there was like a trend. I think his name is like Musa, and he was like promoting that. But during that year, I made $0 with copywriting again, and the skills that I gained was I learned how to write emails, landing pages, sales pages, VSLs. I was able to make like decent TikTok videos with AI too. Like, I'd make AI images, and then I would like have a AI voice going over it because those types of videos were trending at the time. And then I also learned how to like do funnel design because when I'd be sending free value, I'd be making them like I'll be designing the funnel on card.co and also on system.io. And then I guess scheduling my day is also a skill. So I learned how to do that. And then Canva design because I was designing like the posts for my Instagram. And then moving on to 2024, which was last year, I decided to create this YouTube channel because like I was watching Montel Gordon, and he was talking about like you should just create a personal brand by just documenting your journey if you're not there yet. So I just decided to create a channel to document my journey. And my hopes were that no one would see this channel because I'm not the best on camera, and I don't know, I like to like keep things to myself and not be public. And then during this time I also came across KJ Rainey, and I feel like I don't know, this is one of the best things that happened because I actually got results from using his methods. Because like during that summer, the Q3 summer in 2023, I was working super hard. I was following like the methods I was learning from the 4D Academy and stuff, and I just had nothing to show for it. So it's like I don't know. It's like you do all that work and you get nothing. So it's like now I don't feel like doing all that work again because it might just give me the same result of nothing. So moving on to Q2, I started refereeing to make money so that I can invest in copywriting products. And I also invested in a bunch of different like low ticket products and stuff. And then I also landed the free client that I eventually transferred to paid and left recently. And I think, yeah, that's when like things started to change because I finally got a real result and worked with someone. And then during the summer, I was just sending a bunch of high value outreach 1.0 through email. And that's basically just me making free value. And then, like, I'll be sending, I forgot the subject line. I got to think for 1 second. But yeah, I forgot. But it was like, I would just be sending emails, and then I'd be asking them if they would be interested in my work because I'll send them a picture of the funnel that I mapped out and a link to Google Docs with the sales page. And during this time, I was inconsistent with my work. And by the end of Q3, I eventually converted that free client into a paid client. And then during Q4, I joined Copy Elite. And during this time, like I started realizing more things about God. And I feel like that year was the year that I grew closest to God because before that, like I was raised in a Catholic household and I'd be going to church every day, but I wouldn't really like I wouldn't understand what was being taught really. So after joining Copy Elite, I started to understand things better, and now when I'm reading the Bible, I can actually understand what's going on. And with that too, my mind was just getting blown like almost every day with all the new stuff I was learning. And I also was still working for one client and I was making 250 per month. And with that client, I worked with him for 3 months. And after that, I just cut ties with him. But I also set up like an outreach system that I learned from Copy Elite, and I still have not run it, but I need to get it running because I know that it's gonna for sure get me clients. And then by the end, I had like trouble creating a sense of urgency because I did not have like clear goals, like overall life goals. with why I'm even doing business. So things slowed down a bit there. And during that year, I made a total of $750, which is not much, but I'm okay with it because now it's like showed me that it's actually possible to make money, and now I actually have something to show for the stuff that I've been doing. So the skills that I added was like making automations, making SOPs, making offers, working and go high level, optimizing deliverability, and then running an outbound email system. And for like all of these, complete. I'm not a complete master at, but it's just some skills that I developed. I guess they're still developing. So for 2025, my goal is to at least 10 to 30x that amount made, and that right there, that range is a bit like not specific, but I don't know if I'm underestimating what I can do or overestimating, but because looking at the amount, it's not really that much, and I know I can do better than 37K in a total year. But for me right now, that's like a big jump compared to like what I've made in the previous years. And I think like the most important things that I gotta like that I gotta focus on this year is just minimizing distractions, taking a bunch of action, because the like I feel like I move slow sometimes, and if I can just work as fast as other people, then I'll be able to get quicker results. And then also just having a routine, because like after you, I don't know how long it takes, but after you do a routine for some time, like you completely change as a person, and it feels weird not to practice that routine. So like if you go a day without meditating, it's gonna feel weird compared to if you did. And then I also want to focus on becoming the person worthy, because me right now, I'm definitely not able to make like 37K from copywriting. So I just got to keep working and just changing my habits and behavior so that I can become the person worthy. And then the last thing I also want to focus on is just serving others, because I just feel like with serving others, that's how you're also going to get to your goals. And it's never bad to serve others because you can help a lot of people and make a big impact. But yeah, that's all I have for this, and that's basically my journey so far. So yeah, that's all that I have. So I'm gonna see you guys next time, and it's gonna be an actual update. So see you guys next time.